Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
It's the Browns, baby. Let's give it up for them.
All right.
I think we're all pretty excited about it. Cannot wait to watch the Browns get ready for a 2018 season. Safe to assume we already know one of the biggest stars, the #1 overall pick. Here's Baker Mayfield on what he thinks about Hard Knocks.
It can be good, if you handle it right. I'll just say that. If you think about it as a way to get on camera and try and show off or do certain things and you handle it the wrong way, then that can be very negative. It can be a distraction. But if you use it as, a sense of, okay, I got to block out everything else and just focus on playing ball, then that can be a great thing for us. Hard Knocks wouldn't be there if, they weren't, or we weren't 0-16 last year. So we're working towards never having to have that situation again. I'm looking forward to being the start of something new there in Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield's words there. We also heard friend of the show, John Dorsey, say this earlier in the month. He said, quote, "I don't believe that we're on Hard Knocks. I don't think there's anything good that comes out of Hard Knocks, but we'll see." Guys, what's our reaction to the Browns being on Hard Knocks? Good thing, bad thing?
Gold mine. I'm weighing on it. Baker Mayfield, move over Tyrion Lannister on the home box office. We got the greatest new character. Diminutive, too. But this is what I would look at on HBO. On this show, it is all about the head coach. The head coach is the lead of the show. We've seen it over the years. Rex Ryan, star. Joe Philbin, not so much. Dave Campo, not so much. Hugh Jackson, yes. The Pied Piper of Pied Piper references, a quote machine. I love it. It's the head coach, and it is the quarterback. And the greatest thing about it is inside the quarterback room is all access. Now, I've seen Matt Moore talking with Ryan Tannehill. It was okay. I saw Ryan Mallett versus Brian Hoyer, the quarterback on the Texans. And now we got a #1 pick in Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. This is a gold mine. I am more excited for this than I am for Game of Thrones whenever 5 years from now it comes back. I'm in, Kay. Game of Browns. What are we going to call it? Game of how many wins they had. That's it. I'm in.
This season of Hard Knocks will be better than Game of Thrones.
Yes, fall is coming, Kay.
Fall is coming.
Listen,
I'm excited too, but that's a hot,
I'm in.
That's a hot take.
Tweet it out.
I'm here for it too as well, and there's a small town feel to it. We're familiar with Los Angeles and Miami, Houston, and some of the bigger cities, but for it to be Cleveland, and listen, this isn't a shot at the Indians or the Cavaliers, but we want to see what football is like. Aside from the collegiate teams in Ohio, we want to know what's going on with Cleveland Browns. And now we finally get that. And me being a guy that's, of course, played in Seattle, played in Minnesota, but I played in Detroit, where when I was there, I felt like nobody cared. And oftentimes when you're in a team or with an organization, you're going to feel like that. So I really feel like this is going to be a great time to highlight Cleveland and everything that they're willing to give.
You guys know me. I got two guilty pleasures. All right, I love NFL films. I'll watch any old NFL film saying this thing is being produced by NFL Films. And I love reality shows that are based on improvements. I'm a huge John Taffer guy. I love Bar Rescue.
Shut it down!
I will watch Bar Rescue for 13 straight episodes. Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay. I love that show. Super Nanny. I'll watch Joe Frost get in with a family and take the... She's a great British woman. I love that. What Not to Wear? Okay, Stacey London and Clinton Kelly.
I remember it.
I would love to see what they do to someone's closet and really fix them up. And then there was a show that Hamilton brought up called Tool Academy on VH1. The great Trina Dolenz would go up to these bad boyfriends and make them better boyfriends.
Tool Academy?
Tool Academy.
I remember that.
I've never heard of
The
them.
Browns are 1-31 over the last 2 years. There is nothing greater than a reality show trying to improve something, and that is what they're going to be doing. It starts at ground one. It starts right from day one, and it's John Dorsey, it's the owner Jimmy Haslam, it's Hugh Jackson, like you said, and then it's the quarterback situation. I can't wait. It is a reality show based on improvement paired with NFL films. Sign me up, Ken.
All right, so I feel like you guys unanimously, everyone's here for it. Twitter seems to be excited. So why would Dorsey even say that? What is it? Is there a Hard Knocks curse? He's saying nothing. That's a strong statement. Nothing good can come out of Hard Knocks. Jason Light didn't share that sentiment last year with the Bucks.
It's not a curse, but I'll tell you, when I'm in the locker room and that rumor starts floating around that your team is on the list, and I've been there before, 5% of the team is like, you know what, I want that. I want everybody to know. Only 5.
Oh, damn.
I want everybody to know who we are and what we do, and it's all about the individual brands, right? But 95% of the team is like, you know what, we have too much to focus on. And we don't want guys to get so caught up in the camera and the bright lights that we forget the goal, which is winning a Super Bowl. So oftentimes some teams don't want that spotlight. But here's the thing about the Browns. Let's be realistic. They're not winning a Super Bowl this year. So I think they understand if they go out there and win some games, all the while being on Hard Knocks, it's a win-win for them and everybody watching.
You guys know I like to undersell and over-deliver.
Right.
This isn't the case with the Browns. I think the Browns cannot be hyped up enough. I still think people doubt Cleveland, doubt what they can do. Even with Baker Mayfield, Denzel Ward, people had things to say about the draft picks of the Cleveland Browns. The more hype, the better. Get the nation talking about them. It's not like with the Bucs last year when, I mean, we were guilty of it too, really overhyping them, and they fell short. Anything that the Browns do will be fascinating. The more eyes, the better. Get on board, Dorsey.
I'm with that too, okay? There's a great article I read this morning on Cleveland.com, a hometown article that was about what do they have to hide? You know what I mean? Let people in. If you're rebuilding this thing, you're going to show your warts. You're 1-31. Are you going to be embarrassed? You've been through hell. You might as well, if you're saying we're going to get better, open your doors and show the world you got nothing to hide, and I love that.
Dorsey, though, is the same guy who didn't tell his wife who they were taking with the first overall pick. He's all about secrecy, no leaks to the media, all this stuff.
Fair.
And he's going to be expected to cut players.
He's
going to have to cut players on national television and be
TV,
transparent and be like, this is me in my most vulnerable moment cutting a young man, and I've got to do that in front of a camera. It's not ideal for the GM. It's ideal for everybody else, I think, including the players, because guess what? If you step up under the bright lights of Hard Knocks, you can step up during the regular season. Chris Hogan was a stud for the Dolphins
7-11
on Hard Knocks, gets cut, ends up 2 years later with the Patriots, and is a stud now. I think it does help.
Love that. Good perspective. What do you guys think about the Browns being the Hard Knocks choice? You can tweet the show at #GMFB. I mean, they did add the highest profile quarterback in the entire draft. Now, the Vikings